This is the video review of Transformers Powercore Combiners Bombshock with Combaticons. As you may know, the Powercore Combiners are a new upcoming line for the new 2010 Transformers, which looks to be very promising. It looks like they're gonna release a wide set of interchangeable combiners with whole new teams and old teams like this. Who you see is the Combaticons. Before I even say anything, just want to say that my little helper is back. So, just say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Now, okay, what was I saying? Like I said, they come in new teams. There's also individual ones that are sold with minicons, like Smolder, for example. And then there's sets, so like this, Bombshock and the Combaticons. I'm not sure if they're called it's called Bruticus, right? I'm not too sure if it's packaged as Bruticus or if it's packaged with Bombshock with Combaticons. As you can see here, this is the main body figure. They're all small, which is cool because they're still a decent size combined, but they're really small, so they're interchangeable. This is the only transformable part. These are actually called drones that the commanders, which are these guys, can control with their mind. They can set their own personalities to them. They're just vehicles, and they are called upon to be combined with. So, as you can see, that's basically all they do. The Powercore Combiners have a really cool feature that you don't have to transform them individually. Each piece has a part where you plug it into, and once it's plugged into this guy, it automatically turns to the body part, which is great.
So you don't have to worry about transformation.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about remembering transformations for every figure, for everything, so it's a pretty good deal there. I'm just sad it took them so long to come up with this idea. As you can see here, these are the obviously combining points. As you can see, this is for the arms, and down here you see the legs, and here you see Bombshock's little face. And before we even go on, now let me just show you that this can move up, and you can put this like that. This can go 360, as you can see. And all right, let's get me some comparison pigs, Penny. I have here RC and Voyager Optimus from the animated line. So you can see here, have a good look. You can see his Voyager Optimus Primes. So you can see that they're very, very small in scale, which makes them easier to collect and cheaper to collect, which is cool because combiners are usually really expensive. Here we have the recent animated RC, which is pretty cool. Definitely a must-have figure. And I was gonna review her, but I intend to let Penny review it, which is gonna be pretty cool. So when do you plan on doing that?
Probably in a couple of days.
Hopefully.
I know I've been slacking.
Hopefully. Anyways, let's put these guys to the side for now. Alright, now we're gonna go to the robot mode comparison for Bombshock. Robot mode transformation, sorry. First, we just wanna flip this 180, just like that. Now these little pieces here, the panels come down, just like that. You flip this piece up, and you turn this 180. Split it up, and that's the legs, and then you bring these pieces down, which are his feet. Pretty easy transformation. As you can see, most of it is done now. You just bring these down. This piece always comes out for some reason, so it may come out a few times in the review. His left arm, and then you have that, and there you go. And that's it. You can basically bring this whole piece down like that, or I like to bring it backwards like this, so you can have him like that. So you can see, gotta position this little guy. Alright, so you can see he's a small figure. I'm gonna do some quick robot mode comparisons. So you see him here with animated RC and Voyager Optimus Prime. So you can see that he's a really small figure in robot mode, but once you see the small robot mode, you automatically think, oh, this is gonna be a small figure, but combined form is actually pretty good. So let me just move these guys out the way here. Take them, Penny. And let's get just a close look of him. Let me get you a good look of his face.
Yeah, do like that.
So you can see his little goggles there. You see his little eyes and mouth. You can see his Decepticon symbol. Oh, sorry, it's a little blurry. Okay, here we go. And you can just turn them around. You see that combining points, like I mentioned now. Like I said, you either can have them like this, or I think it's best to keep it down while he's in this mode. So like that, you don't see this thing over his head, and you don't see the Minicon connector part. You just see the cannons, and if you want them down, you could have them angled or all the way down. So I'm pretty sure it's like this. Not much to really think about, really. Alright, let's just get one posability at least. Okay, we turn a ball peg here, a ball peg here. Waist is movable. A little bit of knee movement. Nothing so in the feet, just comes up and down for robot mode. Head can would turn 360, but this part prevents it. So I guess that's all we need to see about him. Now we're gonna turn him into the combiner main body part. So we want to pull this piece up, and I like to turn this whole piece just like that. Turn it just like that. Sometimes the hands come out when you do that though. So before, let's push these pieces back in. Pop this out just like that. Alright, and now we turn it to this angle where you see the silver parts and the screws facing you. Just like that. Now we gotta turn this piece 180 again. Now we're gonna bring this, watch, I'm gonna bring this whole piece up, and the head is gonna pop out automatically. So, see how it's happening? Pop it up and the head just popped up. See, I'll do that for you again. As soon as you're popping it up, the head comes up just like that. And then you want to bring this whole piece up. Before we even show his face, I want to finish the transformation. You see these pegs here go into these slots. You push them in and they clicks, keeping that in place. So same piece here. So now we're looking at the body part, the main component of the combiner. And now this is where the drones come in handy. Like I mentioned, these pieces are interchangeable, so you can have this on the right, on the left if you want, and the other piece on the right. It's of your decision. So as you can see, before I'm even pressing it, it slags down a little bit, so you don't have to see much of how it happens. You saw it transformed right into spot, which is cool. So you see here's the peg inside here. You press it in, automatically the arm. Now you want to go to the leg components. You want to make sure I get this. See, the whole leg piece comes down. There we go. It's pretty cool. And now the last piece. You gotta keep the car to its side this time, just like this. And the foot just comes into place just like that. And finally, we'll turn the head. And there we have him. Powercore Combiner Bombshock.
It was really fast. Easy.
This is a very good thing, because like usual in the past, each body part had its own robot mode and vehicle mode, so they had individual transformations to remember. This is a very cool idea. Even though we don't have individual robot modes, we do have a easier combination. Easier combination, and it's good for kids who don't know much about combiners. So this would be easy for kids to remember, and it will also be memorable enough. As you can see, he's a pretty decent figure, giving a Voyager Optimus, so you can see. So for you guys who have Voyager Optimus, you can tell, see, he's right about the same size from the head. So he's a decent sized figure, since Voyager Optimus Prime is a decent sized Voyager toy. So we're looking at a figure that's a pretty, not enormous as a combiner. Sorry about that, I mistakenly paused the video. But what I was saying is that this figure, it's new, but it's a new way of it's a new type of combiner, but it's also familiar. And like I said, it's great for kids who don't really know about combiners like that. This would be a good way to introduce such a vital piece of Transformer history to the new masses of Transformer fans. So, Dreamer, so you can see he's a decent size, which is good. And these figures are gonna be mass produced. From what we've seen so far, it looks like it's gonna be a line going for a long time, and interchangeability is a plus for it. Unfortunately, I did pay for Aerial Bot set, but I didn't receive it, which is, I don't know what's up with the seller, but I don't know. So, as you see, let's get a good look at him. And you can see that the legs look all cool. They have a new movie feel to it. Let's go in the face. These combiners have a movie feel. The only sets we've actually seen so far is the Aerial Bot set and the Combaticons set, which is this. We've seen figures like Smolder and Searchlight, which are the Commander figures that come along with only minicons, which I'm going to show you right after this review. You can see he's a pretty cool figure. Alright, I guess there's one more thing to show, which is interchangeability, like I said. So let's reverse body parts, because obviously we can't put this over here because he's gonna have a leg coming out of his arm. So only the leg components and the arm components can be switched around. I mean, you could put them in there, but it would just look really weird.
You're switching the feet.
Yeah, I'm showing the interchangeability. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be just one way you see it in pictures. It could be whatever way you'd like best. So if you prefer, this arm to be on the right or his left, that's your decision. You know what I mean? You can do whatever you want with these figures. So there's no correct way of combining them. There's no wrong way of combining them.
Is that like a magnet?
No, it's actually not a magnet.
It's like a silver thing on the other side.
No, it's not a magnet. It's just like tricky
just like pegs?
Yeah, tricky, like, you know, transformer pieces and pegs that push stuff down. That's basically what it is. So you can see I switched the legs up and the arms up, so you can see the interchangeability. When I review Smolder, I'm gonna show how these pieces combine with him also. So let's just get one last look at him. Alright, one last thing, you can also decide to have these cannons downwards. I preferably like to keep it angled like that, so you have kind of the best of both worlds, not all the way straight but not all the way down.
Yeah, I like it like that.
So alright, man, let's go back to transforming him to robot mode and then back to vehicle mode, and that will be the end of this review. Can you move RC out the way, please, Penny? Thank you. Alright, now, like I said, we want to start by spinning this head 180 and bringing this whole piece up again, just like that. Right, push the head back in, which is in here. And you may have noticed these Minicon ports from toys from the Armada or the Energon series. They are bringing Minicons back, which is a very cool thing. I really like that, because I used to love Minicons when they came out with Armada and everything and all their functions. So it looks like a promising thing to come back. Whoa. Alright, you want to bring down the feet, straighten out the arms, just like that, and then you turn this 180, like I said before. So there you see him, back in robot mode. Now let's go back to vehicle mode. So we want to straighten these arms, just like that. You want to keep them just like this for now, with the piece facing outwards, just like that. Now we want to flip this whole piece again. But look, I'm going to show you a trick because there's a way to keep it properly connected. So have this piece up while you're transforming it. Now remember this little panel here, we turn it 180 so we can have this front piece up. So now we click it together through pegs that are right here and here, so like that. And as you may notice here, you see there's a peg right here, and this is the slot it's supposed to go into. Normally it would be hard to see if you're getting it. So yeah, normally it would be hard to see if you're getting it, but if you have this piece up, you have more visibility and you can see if it's actually going in or not. So as you can see, maneuver it and it just went in, just like that. And then you do the other side, just like that. Make sure they're both pressed in properly, like that. And we want to bring this piece down. The last thing we want to do is turn these in just like that. So you can see there's a peg here and a slot in the fist. So it slides in, and there we go. We are done. Oops, one last thing. Flip the foot inwards. There we go. Now let's position them for my final comments. Thank you. Alright, my final thoughts on the figure. This is my first Powercore Combiner I've had, and I was pretty sure I was sold on it the moment I saw them, and just having them in person, it just confirms that. I've always loved combiners. Who doesn't love combiners? Combiners is a vital part of Transformer history, and with Devastator being in the new movie, it's opened that whole thing up again to kids nowadays. So this line is very appropriate. You can see they won't be as expensive because of their scale and size, so they will be really affordable. And you can also, there's so much possibilities. They plan, from what I've read from the Transformers Collectors Club magazine, they plan on releasing a whole bunch of these guys, so it's gonna be fun to actually collect them when they come out. For now, I only have Smolder, which I'm going to review in a few. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. For now, maybe you guys haven't seen the video yet, but I am going to start reviewing my Iron Man figures. Yeah, I made a video showing my collection so far, so I hope you guys would be interested in watching that. Anyways, that's about it. I want to say thank you for watching my video. Say hi, Penny, and thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Anyways, thank you again, and have a great day. Bye.